Hey Stashers, my name is Victoria and I work on the marketing team at Stash.
And my name is Andre. I'm part of the product team here at Stash.
We're here to talk to you today about saving in your 20s. For most of us, our 20s is when we officially start adulting.
That means learning to cook something other than ramen and cereal.
Doing things like reading the news, taking your vitamins, getting 2-day hangovers.
Ugh.
And maybe most importantly, your 20s is when you start thinking about your finances.
It's essentially the beginning of your financial life. You probably started your first job, got your first real paycheck.
And while it's totally tempting to ball out on things like cars, clothes, impulsive trips, and fancy meals, it's really important that you start saving and investing.
It might be hard to picture now, but at some point in your life, you'll need to relax and retire. If you start to build up your financial cushion now, your future self will thank you.
And no, we don't mean stuffing money in your pillowcase. We get it, your 20s aren't easy. For starters, your salary might be relatively low. In 2017, the median salary for people in their early 20s was $27,300. The average 40-year-old made nearly double that. To make matters worse, you might be saddled with credit card or student loan debt. The average student loan debt for the class of 2017 graduates was $39,400. That's a scary stat.
So basically, what you're telling me is that since I'm in my 20s, I probably have loads of debt and I'm not rolling in the dough.
Basically.
So how am I supposed to be thinking about saving?
It might seem far off, but one day you will retire. Seriously, get excited.
Yeah. And if that thought doesn't excite you, try closing your eyes and visualize it for a second.
Where do you see yourself? Are you on a boat? Have you taken up oil painting? Are you raising alpacas in Peru? Don't be afraid to imagine the future. It could be really exciting, and it's all up to you.
If you can't get yourself excited about retirement, think about it this way. At some point, you will need to stop working, but stuff will not stop costing money. So basically, if you can't get excited about what you want to do, try imagining what you won't be able to do if you find yourself out of work and with no income.
Geez, Andre, that was a serious buzzkill.
Just trying to be real with you, Victoria.
Please don't let Andre deter you. You have the power to take control of your retirement savings. You also have the power to live the retired life you've always imagined. Peru, here I come. Some of you might still be thinking, it will be years before I retire. Why should I start saving in my 20s? Well, for starters, the math is in your favor, thanks to the power of compound interest. How powerful is compound interest? Well, for starters, Einstein deemed it the 8th wonder of the world. So that's kind of a big deal.
And what makes compound interest so powerful is that it can help turbocharge your retirement savings. Let's break that down. Compound interest is essentially earning interest on your interest. If you're socking away $10 a week for retirement in that pillowcase of yours, that money is going to grow like this. On the other hand, if you're investing that $10 a week into an investment that earns compound interest, your money has the power to grow exponentially. That means your money could look more like this.
Now that you've witnessed the wonders of compounding, let's talk about the advantage of being in your 20s. You heard right. When you're in your 20s, it might feel like you're always tight on cash. But if you start saving up right now, you could potentially wind up with significantly more. For example, let's say that Andre decides to hold off on his retirement savings until he's 35. Once he starts, he saves $5,500 each year, earning 5% interest. By age 65, he'll have invested a total of $165,000 and retire with about $400,000.
And let's say Victoria, on the other hand, starts saving for her retirement 10 years earlier at age 25. She saves the same amount, $5,500 each year, and earns 5% interest. By age 65, she'll have invested a total of $220,000 and retire with over $700,000. By starting 10 years earlier, Victoria retires with almost double what I have.
Sorry, Andre. The early bird gets the return.
You're not kidding. The moral of the story is that time is your best friend when it comes to saving for retirement. To truly unleash the power of compound interest, it really helps to start early.
Like in your 20s?
Exactly.
At this point, you might be wondering, where do I start? First things first, you might want to ditch the pillowcase and get yourself a retirement account. Rather than letting your money sit around and collect dust, a retirement account allows you to invest your money, earn compound interest, and save on your taxes.
Unlike personal brokerage accounts, retirement accounts allow you to grow your money on a tax-deferred basis. That means as you invest, you'll save tax dollars on your growth and earnings. There are tons of options for retirement accounts: 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, the list goes on. A 401k is an employer-sponsored retirement account. If your workplace has a 401k option, it's a great idea to take advantage of that, particularly if your job offers you matching money.
And if you don't have access to a 401k, don't worry. You can still set up your own retirement account. It's called an individual retirement account, or IRA. There are two types of IRAs, Roth and traditional. We offer both on Stash, and lucky for you, we're offering Stash Retire Managed free.
Free?
Yes, Andre, free. You knew that.
I'm just trying to be cute.
Right. Seriously though, Stash is offering $0 in Stash Retire management fees for anyone under 25. If you're in your 20s, there's really no better time to start your account. Remember this purple line? Well, that could be you.
And if you want to school my retirement savings, I suggest you check out the link in this video description or head over to your Stash account and check out your options for retirement.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Stash Explains. We hope you get to stashing in that Retire account soon. Your future self will thank you.